Hey, what's going on, guys? Nova here, and welcome to episode 5 for solo Skyblock series. Last episode we did a bit of D-boss grinding, so I was able to make my explosive set, and this episode I kind of wanted to make use of it, so I wanted to make like the cobblestone generator and stuff like that. It took a lot of work. I made a lot of different designs, all different concepts, and I kind of settled on this one. Basically, what this is a 7x7 version of the normal tall generator that I made. So I'm gonna dub this one the cube generator because it's a cube. But long story short, it's kind of the same concept. It goes all the way down, you mine it, and it teleports you all the way back up. The big difference here is that, well, it's a cube. So every time that the explosive armor procs, it's gonna do this giant like 7x7 explosion, and it's gonna pick up all the loot. My armor currently only has, I believe, a 1% chance. I did upgrade the chestplate, so that one's at a 2% chance, but I don't know how that works entirely, if you need the entire set to be the same level or how that works. I'm not quite sure. But basically, oh, there you go. So as you see it, the large noise it goes through, and it pops, and it's actually really good. Every time it pops, I get about a stack of diamonds, a stack of emeralds, among other things I'm grabbing. And once again, this isn't at max generator, so this would also hit netherite scrap and stuff like that. And it's a really cool thing. The big issue with it is, of course, like the other one, it doesn't work with Super Breaker. So actually for that one, what I have to do is obviously use this generator. And what I want to do is, among having this, I also want to add a second side. So I'm going to add like another layer right here and another layer right here. That way, whenever I run through, whenever it does activate, which happens quite often actually just because of how many blocks I'm breaking, whenever it does activate, it's gonna then deal with 2 rows instead of just the one it's dealing with right now. So if it would actually activate a single time, given that I'm breaking hundreds of blocks, it would be really cool for me to show you. Oh, there we go. So there it activated, you see a little explosion, a bunch of stop drops, a bunch of lapis, a bunch of redstone, all those stuff. And it's really good. It's actually really awesome. I'm really excited to work on it a bit more, but I'm also really tired. I wanted to make like 2 or 3 episodes, and I just end up spending the entire night just trying to make this work. So unfortunately that didn't happen. But now with that in mind, I kinda have this that I can deal with. So for now, I'm just going to super break this as usual, and it's just going to sometimes waste ores, not really. I might expand it a little bit later. And whenever I don't have Super Breaker and I kind of just want to mine, I'm just going to go down here and mine. It's going to bring it back up. And then whenever it does activate, I get all those emeralds and diamonds and other resources. Alright, regardless, in case you might not have noticed, very often there's a lot of lapis in my inventory. And that is even though all of these are filled up, and I have a bunch of lapis down there that are... It's too much lapis. Like, they come out so much, it's really annoying. So this episode, I actually want to make use of that lapis. So if you're to do /masteries, you can actually go to the crafting. And if we go over to the lapis craft, you'll see that the big things that we can craft are XP bottles and XP farms. Now, before the rates on these were actually like pretty bad, but now they're really good. The XP farm giving 50 XP per minute. And the super XP bottles are about a 500k, which isn't that bad. So I did run the math on this to see if it's actually worth turning the lapis into XP compared to just selling it and then buying the XP, and it is worth it very much. A lot of people actually don't sell or buy XP just because it's so easy to get XP, and this is among the reasons why. So obviously you have like my normal tactic, where is you go and you buy the books from the black market merchants and you turn them back to XP. That is something you can do, but this is for instance where you need like a bulk of XP or you need to get rid of lapis. So basically when I did the math, the basic XP bottle was a 1 to 10 ratio, and then the advanced was 1 to, I believe it was 4, but then finally the super bottle was about 1 to 3. Now this isn't that bad, especially because XP goes for 1 to 20 right now, which isn't really true. It's just that's what some people are desperate buys it for, but genuinely there's not really many people buying and or selling XP at any point. The next thing though is the XP farm, and the XP farm is super duper good. Now the way the XP farm works is that everyone who's on your island gets this benefit every single minute, and you have to be on the island, you have to be online, so you can't be like offline, and you can only have 5 per island. So as a solo island, it takes about 7 days for me to get the XP back that I used to make the XP bottle. Obviously, the more people you have on your island, the more you're getting back from that. So if you have 7 people on your island, with all the XP they're getting together, you're actually getting your XP back in just 1 day of being AFK. Now, assuming the server or like the season's gonna last for another week, I should be fine to make this item and I have no issue doing it. So what I'm gonna do this episode is pretty much work on getting that done as soon as possible. Alright, so as you see, I'm gonna have a lot of lapis. So I'm just gonna convert a bunch of them to blocks just to make things easier. And then, actually, let me put you in here as well. I'm gonna convert you to blocks. And we're just gonna grab a few stacks. So I'm gonna grab about 3 stacks. And then when I convert this, yeah, there we go. So now what I can do is I can go to mcraft and I'm just gonna put all the lapis in there. So it's important to know that 1 block of an item, in this case lapis, turns into 4 of that item's enchanted form. So that's an easy way to kind of make things grind on as much as possible. I usually want to grab the blocks just to make it easy to do these conversions. Alright, so I went to the shop and I'm just gonna buy some glass real quick just so I can actually make this. I believe it's in colored blocks. Yep, there we go. So I'm gonna buy some glass. We're gonna do /craft, and I'm just so I want to get 5 of them. So this should be fine, and then the rest of it should be good. Alright, that took a few minutes, but we're finally able to get all the lapis we needed. So now if I do this, and then I do this, we can get the basic XP bottle. Now, basically, we just have to keep doing this. So that's 1, and we're gonna need to do that 2 more times. And we didn't even, we barely even touched all the chests. So we'll definitely be able to get the XP farm, but I'm actually not sure how many XP farms we'll be able to make. So we'll see how much that works out to. So obviously, if XP was on the 3 times shop, this might not really be worth it anymore. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter, specifically because I do want to be able to get the passive income from the lapis. And we have a lot of lapis. So rather than just selling it, it's good to at least get something done with it. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. Alright, boom, there we go. So now we have the advanced XP bottle. And I'd say we finally finished this chest. So we're kind of on good progress here. I mean, we also have like these entire chests to go through. So I think we'll be fine. Alright, so there we go. So this should be our first XP farm. Oh, wait, no. Actually, so here we go. This is actually going to be now the super bottle. Alright, so there we go. We have 500k XP. Now, we could pop this right now. It took about... so I'd say it's about 2 chests, was that? So I'd say about 2 chests was that, because I haven't really touched this chest. So yeah, 2 chests and we get a super XP bottle. I think that's not that bad. Boom. Alright, there we go. So that took a little while, and obviously we couldn't even consider doing this if we didn't have the entire farm set up. But there we go, now we have our first XP farm. So now it's pretty simple. We're just gonna go over here and we're just gonna plop it down. Now we do have to expand everything, and I'll actually put it over here since I'm gonna have to expand all the way over here a little bit. So let's plop this down here, and this will be our first XP farm. Now obviously we didn't really run through many of these. We ran through about 2 chests. So we should be able to make the other 2 chests, and that should be fine. If anything, we might need less since a lot of these are blocks. And if we do that, then we can pretty much go back to grinding with a bunch of lapis, and then we'll either sell the rest of it or turn the rest of it into XP. Oh, there we go. So that's our first pop, giving us 50 XP. Let's go. Pretty much, yeah, we're just gonna keep doing this until we have, I'd say about, either we run out of lapis or, well, we run out of XP farms. And yes, unfortunately, you do have to do this by hand. I know a lot of people have been complaining about that, and a lot of people do want them to add some kind of quick condense, which, I mean, it would be nice for a quality of life. So, I mean, it's up to them if they decide. I'm okay doing it. I don't really mind too much, but it is quite annoying, so I don't blame people for wanting to change. Alright, so just like that, we're gonna see if we can make another bottle, and boom. This is a basic XP bottle. So we're a little bit over 20% of the way there. We've been here for, I'd say, about 10 minutes. So in about an hour or so, I should be able to get all of these set up. Maybe a little bit less if I speed up. Hey, let's go! My dog gotta stay the same. Bro came back and tanked, dude. And we're finally done. Now, that was not supposed to take that long, but it actually ended up taking 4 hours, and that's mainly because I was playing Overwatch in the meantime, because I might as well. I just pretty much just crafted them in the background if I like finished, but I used like literally everything. Like all of these chests are empty, and then I touched into some of them down here, so it used a lot of lapis. So pretty much just know you're going to need a lot of lapis if you do want to make all 5 of these, but now that I do have all 5 of these, it is pretty awesome. So with this in mind, I can now basically stay online. Whenever I'm online overnight, I'll gain like a bunch of XP overnight. I'll get pretty much like 100,000 like overnight, which is pretty awesome. I can get like an extreme book, but that's gonna stack up really quickly, and then I'll be able to pretty much get my bang for my buck back afterwards. But regardless, what that truly means is now we can super break this with no concern whatsoever of any of the blocks being picked up. I believe redstone should still drop, which is kind of sad. We should probably find out what we want to do with redstone. I don't think there's anything people really do with it at the moment, so for now I may just make like a really big redstone collector, and then just like sell it when it's on rotating shop or something. I don't know if we do slash masteries, we have redstone oh no, we got a mastery crafts. We're gonna have redstone, which gets the super drill. I don't think the super drill's that good. I might actually ask people. Alright, so it doesn't look like the super drill was buffed, so for now I'm probably not gonna do the super drill. So what I'm gonna do is probably just sell all the redstone I get, or save it up for when I do like when redstone's on a rotating shop. Gold we're getting filled up pretty much, but we can actually like fill up the gold. There's not really money issues there, so I think that's about fine. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna sell some of the redstone just so it doesn't pile up. Ooh, actually rotating. Oh, cactus on 3 times. Oh, that's massive for people. I actually didn't know cactus 3 times. I might have to make a cactus farm really soon then on next episode, huh? Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm pretty much just gonna plant my trees, so I do actually need to get these planted. And we're gonna have to get lumberjack as well, just so we can actually get these trees done. And with that in mind, we're probably gonna start doing a little bit of enchanting on my end. Alright, the trees are planted, so let's see what enchants we have and what we can kind of work with. This is my PvP enchant. We actually have these 2 blossom armors, and we are going to need some more Easter sets. We need a helmet piece, a boot piece, sword, and maybe a bow, but probably not a bow for now. So we're gonna see if we can get those in maybe a shop or something. Alright, so I'm gonna grab all of my emeralds. I haven't grinded too much, so we actually don't have that many. We might have some more downstairs though. Go to blocks. I'm gonna grab these, gonna see how many we have. Alright, so we do actually have some diamonds and some emeralds, which is pretty huge. So let's go to Ice Top, and we're gonna see if Daddy Purple is still selling, is still buying. I'm not sure if his shop... I know he added some more walls. Oh, no, he actually moved them. He added some more walls to the shop earlier. Oh, actually, it looks like Daddy Purple actually removed the entire shop. That's a shame. Okay, maybe he moved it somewhere else. Alright, seems that they're no longer buying, so let's see if... I know Stoller also might have dropped his down. So let's see... Yep, Stoller's also no longer buying. It seems a lot of the people who I used to buy from are actually no longer buying. I know Zeno's always buying. Let me see about the new people. Alright, so I just checked most of Ice Top, and it looks like a lot of people actually are no longer buying value blocks. Obviously, Zeno is still buying, so I'm gonna make use of them. But it seems that a lot of them actually aren't buying right now, so that's pretty interesting. Thankfully, Zenorange does buy for a pretty decent amount, so I can just like give him all my value blocks, and we'll pretty much see them at the Ice Top in a few bit, because I'm just going to be selling them value blocks non-stop. Alright, so with that in mind, it seems like most people are actually just buying the netherite for now, so we're definitely going to spend the next bit trying to get our spawners level a bit more. I know we need 750,000 sky coins and we can start getting netherite, so that's probably going to be one of our new targets. So for now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if on AH, if anyone is selling a helmet, because we want to see if we can get a Prot 5 helmet. So we got, yeah, the Easter helmet, so this sell for about 14 million, that's not that bad. Okay, so we have this Easter helmet for 8 million, so I'm going to buy this one for 8 million. And I'm going to see if I can find some Easter boots as well. Alright, so fortunately we're able to get the Easter boots and the Easter helmet for 10 million each. The only part we don't have is the sword, and I'm not exactly sure how much the Easter swords go for. Okay, so they're going for about 30 million, not that one. Actually, Yeah, so I thought for 75 million. Okay, I know I picked mines for 15 million, so I'm pretty sure we can get them a lot cheaper than what they are for right now. We'll see in general, but for now I do want to get the armor set up, just because the armor is a bit... The items that are required on it are a bit harder to get, so I do want to make sure I get that sorted with. Also, in the worst case scenario, I can just use the Easter Sword with Dragon Slayer 5, just because I don't really want to do much DBoss grinding, so I do have that option. Alright, so pretty much what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab all the pieces, and these are all my higher level enchants for stuff that I have, just the highest level of each of like the combat enchants. I'm going to check which ones I have multiple off, and we're just going to see if we can YOLO one of them on the legendary armors. Alright, so for now, these are all the enchants I want to try and put on the armor and the pieces specifically because I have other copies of them. So worst case scenario, I should still be able to get them in case this fails. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all the pieces and we're just going to protect them just from now, just so we can be safe. So if we do /enchant and we go to the enchant shop, and we go to the item shop, we can buy protection scrolls. So I'm going to buy 5 of them, 1 for each piece. And we're just going to apply all of these just so that they won't potentially break. So now that they're all protected so they won't break, we can now start applying some of these random stuff on them. So let's see which one I'm going to start with. First is good, it casually applies damage. So I'm going to start with that one just to see if we can get that dealt with. Alright, so I'm going to see if I can get a good reroll. We're getting pretty unlucky with these. So we'll see what we can get. Ooh, 93. Okay, 93 should be good, and we apply that. Perfect, 93 hits. Next, we're gonna do Shockwave, just because Shockwave is really good. Survival is super important. It basically gives you a get out of jail free card, so we're gonna try that one. Ooh, okay, so we got 90%, that's really good. So, it already had Shockwave, so I guess we're saving this one for later. Next is Valiant, which just straight up reduces damage you take, and that is definitely gonna be good. So let's try that one out. 66 isn't that bad, but I want to get at least 70. Ooh, 81's perfect. Alright, so we apply that, and it actually failed at 81%. It happens sometimes. Unfortunately, the protection scroll doesn't stop it from failing, it just stops it from breaking the item if it does fail. So, unfortunately, we do lose that Valiant 3 book. I actually really wanted that, but we should be fine from here. Reinforced reducing damage from behind is probably pretty good. I'll actually apply this one straight up, and we're gonna fail it at 26%. Okay, that sounds great. That's awesome. That's fine. Rivalry increases damage dealt, but I kind of want to save that for my axes. Just if I do get a lot of axe damage, that'd be pretty awesome. So let's try with Toxic Spore. I'm gonna see if Toxic Spore can get placed. So 71%, you can just play that in Toxic Spore, and we're actually gonna fail at 71%. Dude, I think I'm actually getting trolled. Wait, this is crazy. Okay, we don't have a Sharpness 6 axe, so we're not going to do the axe enchants, but we can try with Demonic on the helmets. Let's see if that one can hit. Ooh, okay, 98%. Now, if 98% fails, I'm going to start crying. Let's try it out. We don't cry tonight. Let's go, boys. We're free. We already have Demonic, so we don't have to apply these ones, so we're just going to put these ones back in the PV11. Well, in PV12. We do want to level these up to get maxed out as soon as possible. The important things we really want are stuff like Disorder applied and stuff like that. But I do want to make sure I have all the books I need for that, and some of the enchants I kind of want to make sure they're max leveled, so we do want to save those for Sky Coins. The problem now is that we actually really need our Sky Coins. Since our Super Pickaxe is maxed out, I don't really think we have to worry too much about buying enchants. So for now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm not really going to buy many enchants. So I'm not really going to go to the Black Market Merchant too much, just because I do want to get my island maxed out. So that's probably what I'm going to focus on doing for next bit. At least when I'm AFK and like not like making videos. Yeah, I want to make sure that I'm grinding so that I can get the smelter grown up. So for a little bit, I'm probably just gonna like casually mine in the background, use like the really big spawner downstairs, that way I don't have to really focus on it, and then try to get my Sky Coins up as soon as possible, because I really do want to get this leveled up. So we're gonna start with like, so this is ice upgrades. You're gonna see that to level up the generator, we need 750,000 Sky Coins, and then we not only get a new 2% on diamond blocks, we actually start getting ancient debris. So that's kind of what I want to focus on for now, is getting the money, maybe buying the Sky Coins and grinding up the Sky Coins, using some Sky Coin boosters, so that I can get that Sky Coin and I can get the island generator leveled up. So for now, that's gonna be my next focus. I was getting more than 100,000 every hour because I could go to the black market consistently. So pretty much by like the end of tomorrow, I should have this maybe around level 11. Depends on how much I grind and like what I'm really doing in the background. So that's my focus for the next bit, to at least make sure that I get a high level iron generator so I can make as much money as physically possible. This is especially important if a lot of the higher level people decide that they don't want to buy value blocks anymore. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. What I could just do is just place all my value blocks. That's always an option. So if push comes to shove and people don't start buying the value blocks, I'll actually just end up placing all of them, specifically the diamonds and the emeralds, because people will always buy netherite. So that's probably going to be my focus on for now, is just make sure I actually get something off that. Alright, so with that in mind, I'm actually just going to call it an episode. So once again, this one probably is going to be pretty short. I believe this one should be about 20 minutes. Though I do want to kind of make my videos 20 minutes, it does feel kind of weird. Like I could be doing more. I don't know. I do want to like really see what really tickles my fancy, what type of videos I do want to make. I really want to make this series where I'm going over playing Vault Hunters. So I don't know if you guys have played Vault Hunters, but it's like this really cool mod pack where you basically go in and you jump into these vaults, and it's like a roguelike, and it's super duper fun. And I want to see if I can make a Skyblock version of that, or play the Skyblock version. I know one of their updates are coming out, update 9, which is going to have a giant overhaul to how the entire game works for a lot of ways. And they want this to be the last big overhaul they do. So I want to wait until that update comes out before I start playing. Unfortunately, they're taking a really long time to push that out, so I kind of have to wait here for a little bit until that happens. When that does happen, I am definitely going to hop into it and try it out, because that sounds super duper fun. So of course, thank you guys for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. Episode 5 rounding out. Pretty proud of myself for bringing it this far. I want to see what else I can do. I want to see if I can branch out to like shorts and stuff like that, because shorts are pretty cool. Also know TikTok does really good, so I might make a TikTok, but I'm not really sure about that yet. There's a lot of stuff I want to try out, but oh no, oh dear. There's a lot of stuff I want to try out that I just haven't tried out yet, so we'll really see how that goes. So yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see all you dudes in the next video. Bye!
Hey, we're out here, trying to get it done. Lost faith for a minute there. I'm working hard in the hot sun. I'm trying to keep that to myself.